Linda Carter's day had already started on the wrong foot. Her old sedan had broken down on the side of the road just a few miles from her home in a quiet Ohio town. As a single mother struggling to make ends meet, she couldn't afford expensive car repairs. She tried calling a tow service, but the fees alone were more than she had for groceries that week. With a heavy sigh, she began pushing her car slowly toward the nearest street, hoping to find some help. She felt embarrassed and frustrated, unsure how she would manage the situation. After about 15 minutes of walking, she spotted a small auto repair shop tucked between a diner and a gas station. The sign read, "Harris Auto Repair," slightly faded from years of sun. She hesitated for a moment, unsure if she should ask for help. She had learned over the years not to expect much from strangers. Gathering her courage, she entered the shop, the bell above the door jingling softly. The smell of motor oil and rubber filled the air, and the low hum of machinery made the place feel alive. A man in a grease-stained shirt looked up from under the hood of a car. Tom Harris, the mechanic, was in his 40s, with short brown hair, streaked with grey and kind eyes, that immediately noticed Linda's worried expression. He wiped his hands on a rag and smiled gently. "Hey there, what seems to be the problem?" he asked. Linda explained her situation, her voice trembling slightly. She hadn't planned to beg, but desperation made her honest. She told him about her car breaking down, her financial struggles, and the fact that she couldn't pay for any repairs. Tom listened carefully, nodding occasionally, his face thoughtful. Tom didn't hesitate. "Don't worry about the cost," he said warmly. "I'll take care of it for you." Linda blinked, shocked. "Are you sure?" she asked, almost afraid he would change his mind. Tom smiled and nodded. He rolled up his sleeves and began inspecting the car, talking Linda through each step. He found worn-out brakes, a leaking hose, and a battery that was ready to die. All of it, he explained, needed fixing. Linda felt tears prick at her eyes as she watched him work. By late afternoon, her car was running smoothly again. Tom had not only fixed the brakes and replaced parts, but he had also tuned the engine, checked the fluids, and even cleaned the interior a little. Linda could hardly believe it. She had never experienced such generosity from a stranger. She thanked him profusely, her voice full of emotion. Tom waved it off, smiling. "Just do something kind for someone else when you can. That's all I ask," he said. Linda drove away slowly, glancing back at the small garage, feeling hope and gratitude swell inside her. A few days after helping Linda, Tom Harris went about his usual routine at the garage. He didn't expect anything in return. Helping someone in need had always been his principle, and he was content with that. The morning was quiet, the hum of the machines filling the space as he worked on a client's old pickup truck. Suddenly, his attention was drawn to the parking lot outside. Rows of shiny, expensive cars were lined up, gleaming under the morning sun. Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Teslas glimmered like jewels. Tom froze, staring in disbelief. He had never seen anything like this in his small town before. From the luxury vehicles stepped well-dressed men and women, clearly from affluent backgrounds. The polished shoes and tailored suits contrasted sharply with the worn concrete floor of his modest garage. At the forefront was a man in his early 40s, Michael Reynolds, a successful entrepreneur with a calm but commanding presence. He approached Tom with a warm smile. "Are you Tom Harris?" he asked. Tom nodded, unsure what to say. Michael continued, "I heard about what you did for Linda Carter. Helping someone without expecting payment. That's rare these days. It impressed a lot of people." Tom blinked, still processing the situation. Michael explained that Linda had shared her story on social media, praising the mechanic who had gone out of his way to help her. The post had gone viral locally, and Michael, along with other business owners in town, wanted to show their appreciation. They weren't asking for charity. They wanted to give Tom an opportunity to work on their luxury vehicles. His small garage could become their trusted auto repair shop for high-end cars, a contract that could change his life. Tom's mind raced. He had never imagined such an opportunity would come from simply doing the right thing. Over the next few hours, Tom walked among the luxury cars, inspecting each vehicle with professional curiosity. The clients introduced themselves, explaining their expectations and schedules. While the work would require extra skill and precision, Tom felt confident. He realized that his honesty, hard work, and kindness had built him a reputation worth far more than any traditional advertisement could. As he discussed details with Michael and the other owners, he felt a sense of pride and excitement he hadn't experienced before. This was more than business. It was a recognition of character. By the end of the day, Tom's garage had transformed. The modest shop now had a steady flow of high-end clients, appointments scheduled weeks in advance. Word spread quickly through the town and surrounding areas, and Tom found himself busier than ever, yet happier. His little act of kindness toward Linda had sparked a ripple effect that changed his life. He reflected on the lesson he had always believed: generosity and integrity never go unnoticed. Tom smiled as he looked out at the line of luxury cars waiting outside, knowing that sometimes doing good could bring unexpected, extraordinary rewards.